What's up, everybody? How's it going? So, not in the airplane today. I'm at home, but you can see here, I passed my private pilot test. Got an 83, so basically got 13 extra points than I had to, which, I mean, you know what they call a guy who graduated last in medical school? They call him a doctor, so all you need is 70 to pass. I got an 83, so that's good. Doesn't really mean anything, but whatever you get, you passed. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining what I used to prepare, how I passed, my experience doing it, so stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so basically, I used three main things to help me prepare for the test. One of them was the Airplane Flying Handbook, which is just a book you can get off of Amazon. And it goes through and explains in detail every maneuver, every situation, emergencies, flight controls, stuff like that. Everything you'll need for the private pilot test and the written test. And it just goes and explains how to do it. And it gives a lot of information about weather and stuff. It's just very helpful. This is one of the big things I use to help me prepare. The second thing was the GLIME FAA Test Prep. So this one is actually just for the written test. The Airplane Flying Handbook, that helps you prepare for flying and general knowledge. This one is just for getting the questions right on the test. So this has a whole bunch of questions. Now the FAA has a bank of probably 900 questions or something like that, and they pull 60 for your test. So this one has almost all of them, I think. And it gets through and tells you how to answer the questions, how to interpret what it's asking you, and how to read all the charts and stuff like that. So this was very helpful for me knowing what's going to be on the test. The Flying Handbook was helpful for overall knowledge. This one was just helpful for passing the test. Now, the last thing I used was Sporty's private pilot training course, which I'll put it up on the screen here. It's basically an app on your phone, and you sign in, get an account, probably like $100 or so, and it has probably 50 videos you watch, and then you can take a whole bunch of practice tests, and I think it's awesome. So I used that. That was probably my main source of learning. Now, to take the test, you have to have a certificate. So after you complete the Sporty thing, you get the certificate so you can take the test. And I feel like that Sporty thing is really what helped me pass the test. Just Sporty's private pilot training. You can just go on the website and purchase the course. It was awesome. You watch all the videos. It explains everything. And then you can take a whole bunch of practice tests, review what you missed. And as well as with the GLIME, they have the actual questions. Like many of the questions that I saw in the Sporty's test preps were the actual questions on the private pilot knowledge test, and I was like, man, I already know this. I've seen this question 5 times, so I think that really helped me out, and that was a great way to prepare. So now I'm going to be explaining about the actual test and like what happened in it. So I did it at a local flight school at Georgetown Airport, where I usually fly out, if you guys seen the videos. So I showed up there and gave him my certificate of passing, my ID, and they signed me in. Had to wait like 20 minutes because there was another guy showing up. He was a little bit late because I guess they do it in groups, or I just happened to be in a group. They were doing it there. And then I went upstairs. Test administrator handed me a book with all the references. So it'll, like, in the question, it'll say blah, 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 refer to figure 40. And then you go through the book and find figure 40, and it's exactly 40. And it asks what's on the figure, so it might be a sectional chart or something. You plot something, and then you can write and stuff. They had us in 2 computers in the same room, and we had 2.5 hours to do it. It was kind of an older computer. It's like old Windows, and that was all it did. So it has the question, click the answer, hit next. I feel like it was pretty easy because I was well prepared, and all the questions, many of them I had already seen before, so that was pretty good, knowing like what kind of questions were going to be on there, and that really helped me a lot, actually. So I finished my test in probably about 30 minutes or so. The other guy, and there was like a 40-year-old, he took twice as long, But I had finished, and then I went ahead and left. I went downstairs and took about 2 minutes, and then the secretary printed out my report, which is this one right here. And I saw it, got an 83. I passed. So that's great. And I'm only 15, so I still got almost 2 years till I can take my practical test, which the certificate's good for 2 years. So I'll have plenty of time, and I already have it out of the way, so that's something I don't have to worry about. I can just worry about flying the airplane, and I'll start flying soon. So this summer, when I turn 16, I'm going to be soloing at the end of August. So be looking out for those videos. I think they're going to be pretty cool. I'll be flying a lot more. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. That's how I prepared and passed my FAA private pilot knowledge test. So hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button if you want. So thanks. See ya.